Hello. I want to talk about this thing going on between Obama and the Catholic Church about birth control for women. What the Catholic Church is doing is trying to say that we're different from other businesses. I mean, it's a thing that they get exempt for being a church, but once you become an employer, you have to obey by the rules. Now, I want to talk about the Republican Party, how they are trying to just blow this up to keep this in the news to avoid talking about other big topics like the payroll tax cut and etc. This is ridiculous. What the media keeps falling for this crap that the GOP is trying to blow up. This is all about pumping up their base. This is all about pumping up their base. Because have you noticed in the primaries and the caucuses during this election time for the GOP nomination process, the voter turnout has been just horrific, terrible. And like back in 2010, when they swept the elections, their base was kind of pumped up. The enthusiasm gap was huge over Democrats, like 30 points. Now the Democrats lead by 4 points, and that's what this is all about. They are trying to pump up their base. They are trying to keep this in the news to get their base enthusiastic about voting, because no one is turning out to vote for these guys. They have to realize, the Republican Party, is that they had alienated so many people who supported them in 2010. As soon as they get in power, what the first thing they do? Take away people voting rights by having them to have voter IDs or something. Take away people collective bargaining rights. Take away women's. It just got really tough. It's so hard for a woman to get an abortion. Now they're coming after birth control pills. This is turning off so many people. People don't even believe in the Republican Party anymore because of these crazy. The Republican Party let these crazy white-wing nuts take over their party, and this is the result. Now they're scared to death. There ain't nobody coming out and voting in their primaries except the people in the far right. I got news for them. In 2012, in November, I think Obama have a shot of winning. At first, I didn't think he did because I thought the Republican Party was united and they just didn't like him, but they have alienated so many people. And Obama and the White House got to understand this is a winning topic involving this birth control situation. Okay, the Republican Party talking about its attack on religion. They don't want to say contraceptive or birth control when they come on television. They say it's an attack on their religion. Okay, fine. Let them. Democrats use this, and Obama said tons of commercials stating and letting people know that if you vote Republican, you forget, if you're sexually active, if you're a woman, you forget about birth control, because they are trying to ban birth control. Like they had a full attack on abortion. Now they're trying to get rid of birth control pills. I could see the ads. Those ads would be devastating in swing states. The Republican Party would be in big trouble. Back in November when they had elections to ban contraceptive and birth control in Mississippi, they lost by 18 points. Mississippi, that's a deep red state. In Colorado, that rule was defeated by 40 points. Imagine if the Democrats make this a national issue by running tons of ads stating that if you vote Republican, the chances are of birth control being available to you is going to be out the door, and that would scare a lot of women. And the Republican Party won't have a shot whatsoever. So it could, so the Republican Party can keep blowing this up, but in the long run, it might be bad for them. If I was Obama, I would not cave into this. I would not cave into this because this is a good issue. But Democrats are going to have to learn how to use it right. They're going to have to make ads stating that the Catholic Church and the Republican Party is bringing church into the federal government and just run those tons of ads stating that if these people get their way, birth control will be history, and that would scare tons of women. Even a lot of guys would be scared. You know, that's all they have to do, because what this, like I said, what this is all about is pumping up their base. Their base. That few 30% of the electorate. That's all this is about. You know, if their base not motivated, they're going to be in big trouble in November anyway. To me, they're not going to take back the Senate, and the Democrats got a good shot of winning back the House by this issue alone. I mean, the Republican parties run those scare ads back in 2010 during the midterm saying that Obama is going to take over government, he's running your life, and it scared the hell out of people. Now, Democrats got an issue that can scare the hell out of Americans also, and but they have to use it the right way. This is a big issue. If Democrats, like I said, just run tons of ads stating that if the Republicans get there, as you know it, will be gone. You cannot walk into a Walgreens or a CVS and buy birth control anymore. You cannot get a prescription from your doctor and buy birth control anymore, because it's going to be outlawed if the Republicans get their way. And the morning after pill would be gone, would be history. That's all the Democrats have to do. Play by the Republicans' game. Tell the Republicans, okay, if you want to play that, we're going to hit you with tons of attack ads. Tons of attack ads. Letting the American people know the truth. The truth. This is not about religion. This is about taking away a woman's right to birth control. And we're going to let the American people know that. That's all the Democrats have to do. And believe me, the Republican Party would be terrified of these ads that's going to come their way.